What's up, family? What's up, family? It's me, your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm here to give y'all my Week 4 picks. Week 4 is already here. We was so much waiting for Week 1, and Week 4 is already here. That's what I love about football season. It goes so fast. Now, Game 1, Tennessee and Atlanta. Now, Tennessee has had 10 days of preparation because of last Thursday's loss to Jacksonville. I'm taking Atlanta because Atlanta really needs this. As much as I hate Thursday night football, the benefit about Thursday night football is the players basically get almost like an extra bye week. Getting that extra days of preparation. I know coaches really like that, and I like Coach Vrabel a lot. But this could be the game that pushes them to go the route of Ryan Tannehill. And I say this because they lose this game, they'll be 1-3, and they have a team that can make the playoffs. They have a very talented roster. But the win in Atlanta, and I'm taking Atlanta because Atlanta needs this because if they lose, they're 1-3. And this is a team that has definite playoff aspirations, possibly even Super Bowl aspirations, because of the way they blew the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So, because of those reasons, I'm taking Atlanta. Don't be too shocked if you see Ryan Tannehill, because I don't think they're going to keep tolerating these terrible performances from Marcus Mariota, and they shouldn't. Now, New England against Buffalo. Now, Josh Allen, I'm watching you. He impressed me. He'll impress me one moment, and then he'll do some crazy shit. I think Bill Belichick's gonna like crazy those lackadaisical mistakes he makes. But I think Buffalo's defense is going to keep it close, and then the Patriots will make it plays late. I'm taking New England. Detroit. Detroit's a loaded team as far as roster wise. I don't have faith in them because of Matt Stafford. Supremely talented guy. I just don't trust him in the moment of truth. I just don't. Now, nobody was happy. my New York Football Giants as a team finally start playing like they believe they can win, I saw the difference in the rest of the team, that the fact that they had this dude playing instead of Eli. That was very telling for me. Very proud of him, his performance. I expected him to continue it. He might have some bad spots. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because he keeps his eyes down the field so much, I don't think it's so much poise. I just think he ignores the rush, and because of that, he gets stripped a lot. But that's something that's fixable. I'm taking the Giants. Now Cleveland over Baltimore. Surprise some people. I'm taking Cleveland, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm taking Cleveland. Not only do they need this, or the season could be possibly over before it even gets started. I'm taking Cleveland because I'm looking at Baltimore. I think they're throwing the football way too much. Lamar Jackson last week threw the ball 43 times. 43. And outside of some crazy catches that should never have happened, that game would have never even gotten close. Cleveland, I don't see their corners making those kind of mistakes that Kansas City corners made. I know it's jump balls. Hell no. I'm rolling with Cleveland because Baltimore's going in their trajectory as far as what they're doing with Lamar. They're starting to believe that Paris Kilburn and they're running the football. I'm sorry, they're throwing the football way too much. I think that's going to play into the hands of the Cleveland defense. I'm taking the Browns. Now, Carolina against Houston. What happened with Carolina last week is you got to see that offense with a competent throwing quarterback who's just back there trying to get rid of the football and not do other bullshit. Do I think he should be starting over a healthy Cam Newton? No. But if anything, Cam should be taking notes. 1, 2, 3, drop, get rid of the football. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step, get rid of the football. That's what I think. Only question for me in this game is, can Houston keep Deshaun Watson healthy? Deshaun Watson is one of the best players in the game, and you keep him healthy, Houston wins. Tampa Bay versus the Rams. There are certain things about Tampa Bay's defense that I like. I like Todd Bowles and what he's doing over there, but the defense has improved from last year. But this is the same defense that gave up an 18-point lead. Same defense. So whether he made that kick or not, you still gave up an 18-point lead. Just saying. You can get after the quarterback. The Rams are not the same Rams, but they're still a stacked football team. I'm taking the Rams. Seattle versus Arizona. Seattle lost the game last week that they shouldn't have. And Arizona lost a game that they probably shouldn't have. I think Cliff Kingsbury is really getting put on the spot here because Kyler Murray only got drafted because Cliff Kingsbury was there. You have to then ask the question, what other team in the top 10 or 15 would have drafted him? And when you factor this into the equation, the fact that this is the system that he supposedly is perfect for. So even the times he's putting up yards, he's putting up numbers, but what kind of numbers? He threw 30 completions last week and he barely cracked 200 yards because he's dinking and dunking. I noticed that in the preseason. He's so quick to get the ball out, he's never testing down the field. And because that offense is what it is, you're not utilizing David Johnson for who he is. David Johnson's not going to be there next year. It's not through ineffectiveness. It's not because he's not being utilized properly. It makes me look at that. I look at that and I see when DeMarco Murray was in Philly. He went from the offense in Dallas that was perfect for him. Dallas wouldn't pay him. Went to Philly. Philly paid him, but it was a terrible offense for him. What happened? He goes to Tennessee the next year and runs for 1,300. That's what I think is going to happen for David Johnson. But in the meantime, between time, Seattle beats Arizona. Next. Minnesota versus Chi-Town. Two loaded rosters. Two great defensive teams. I like Chicago a little bit better because I like their coaching better. And I'm taking Chicago These are two really great teams, but I'm taking Chicago in a close game. Jacksonville versus Denver. You know, Garner Minshew, whatever his name is, kind of taking the world by storm. He's also had 10 days of preparation. And can he keep this up against a Denver defense that has, let's call it what it is, they've underachieved. They have underachieved. Now, it's going to be a tough one, but we finally get to see the defense that we all thought was going to be there because Chubb and Miller has done nothing as of yet. But I still think Jacksonville, 10 days of preparation, teams played good, mostly off of that. Dallas versus New Orleans. A lot of people feel like New Orleans have a shot, and they do. But I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Dallas is loaded, and loaded, and they're rolling. Having those basically preseason games to start off is why it sets you up for games like this that are actual challenge. The problem is New Orleans plays great run defense, but they play way too much press coverage, and you got their corners getting beat like redhead stepchildren deep consistently. Their corner number 23, I'm sorry, his name is leaving me at the moment. I think he's leading the league in receiving yards given up. And he's a good player. He's a good player before this year. They're playing way too much press coverage, and that's why I think Dallas wins this game. I think Dak beats him deep a couple of times because him and Eli Apple, Giants fans, we know Eli Apple gives it up deep all the time. So I'm taking Dallas. Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh, even though it's the rivalry, with all the people that are injured and all the people that Cincinnati's lost throughout the years, is not going to be the marquee matchup that everybody remembers this being. But I expect Pittsburgh front seven to play well and well enough for them to win. Now, those are my picks. It's your boy